Alright, well that was fun. So I want to show you the difference between this cordage here. This is actual 550 cord, same cord I used to use in the military. Doesn't smell like it. But I'm going to measure off 20 feet, and mostly my wingspan is 5 feet. So that brings up another thing, know your measurement. And just keep them in mind, because when you're gonna, if you have 100 feet of cordage and you need to separate it into 120 and 10 8 feet sections, or 8 10 feet sections, you're gonna want to know. Okay, so back to this cordage. So you see this one, I was able to get it to get rid of the frays, but when I yanked on it, this thing came out. But if you look at it, it's 3 strands of some type of nylon woven, and that's probably what it is. Let me turn my stuff around here. So it's weird. Oh, here it is. It's hard to see with this camera. It's just weird. That's what it is, and that's why it doesn't fray very good. Let me look at this. I figured it out though. All I have to do is fray it in the middle. If I'm moving it, I'm trying to move it into the camera. Start fraying it into the middle, and now you still don't want to touch this. So I always beat that up against a tree. I used to touch it, but I've been getting burned. So you see how long that takes, as opposed to our 20-foot section that we just cut. I'm going to break this apart a little bit if I can. So this is not true military grade cordage. You know how I know? And I could be wrong, but there is 7 strands, but one of those strands was supposed to be yellow for something. But hey, look, it's close enough to what I used to actually use. So let's get to this. Same concept. Now ideally I would have cut those off, but I wanted to do apples to apples, you know. I wanted to compare them both the same. I don't want that thing falling off of my leg or anything. Not that I have shorts on. Ow. So you see how good that is? You see how nice, and I can make it a point, and a lot of times that's how I burn my fingers. I needed to make it a point to push it through somewhere. Anyway, so now we're gonna tie our first knot. For some reason I can't. Woo! Sorry I kicked you. So I need to take these glasses off. I can't see very well, but oh, that's better. So this is your trailing edge. This is your leading edge, the one with all the cord. So what we're going to do is make a bowline knot. So first thing we're going to do, and you could see these everywhere. Everybody knows how to make these. The only thing I don't do anything differently, but the saying I go by is the rabbit runs out of the hole, around the tree, and then back in the hole. And then what you're going to do, that loop you made with this, your rabbit, so the rabbit goes out, around the tree, back in the hole, and you'll see, like right here, this is part of my loop. So that's where I came in and pull it tight. Now I found if I wanted to make that smaller, which I don't necessarily do, but just keep it loose, push that in, and then pull the string out through, and then it'll be fine. So it'll be what you need. But since this is permanent and I am really OCD, my rabbit was still too long, so I'm gonna retie it. All right, loop out of the hole, around the tree, back in the hole, and I pull it tight, and that's a much smaller loop and a much smaller end. If I had more on it, and I could tie a knot in it, but I don't need to. They call it a end knot or whatever. Yeah, I'm not good with the terminology. This is, oh, we're going over here. So this is my one end with my bowline on it, and then my other end is my lead end, or my tail end. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to burn up a lot of lighters this way, but I had a candle lit, one of my bug candles, but when I knocked the tree down, it kind of blew all the candles out, so I got to get that going again. So this is going to be my ridge line for this kit, which is my bug out bag kit. So I'm going to go tie this up and see where else I could tie it. Okay, I was just doing some measurements with this side, and I'm pretty sure it's going to reach. So I'm going to take the bowline in, and I'm going to throw it around the tree maybe. I actually wanted to tie it here. So instead of doing this and pulling it through my loop, I'm going to do something different. I'm actually going to pull the excess cordage. I want something a little stronger than that. I'm just looking around for a stick. So instead of running it all the way through, I'm just going to put a loop through that hole, put a toggle in there, pull it tight, and that way, if I ever want to get rid of it, I can just get rid of it. So now I'm going to go over to the other side and tie that up. So my cord is exactly 20 feet, but once I get it tied onto there, it'll be fine. What I'm going to do now is take this cord here and just a slip knot. Doesn't have to be fancy. It's not even a slip knot. Just a regular slip knot on this. This is one of my spare old piece of crap Walmart cordage. Yeah, when I find something I don't like, I just want to warn you guys not to buy that, you know, because if it's junk, I don't want you guys buying junk, or my family. So tying a fisherman's knot. I already tied this knot into this, and now I'm going to tie this knot into this other one. So basically you include each other's cord. So then you pull it tight. I just extended my rope. What I'm going to try to do is get it around here. I can't put my hammock on this weight, or I can't put weight on my with this because I'm afraid it will break. So I needed this extra cordage to, I've got it real high, so I'm gonna have to stand on something to tack it down. What I need to do first is to tie a little loop in there so I can actually pull it down, but I'm gonna have to put a log over here just to even get up there. All right, here goes nothing. So I got up here and tied a loop in here. Now every time I tie those, I don't think they're supposed to slip like mine, but I kind of, oh, they're not supposed to slip like mine. So instead of that knot, which is basic, it will come loose. I forgot how to die. I forgot how to do those. Anyway, so what I do is I just take I always try to tie that knot, but I keep forgetting what it is. Don't think. Actually, I think that's gonna work. So I'm right over this tree, and I can show you what I'm gonna do. So, okay, so yeah, all this loop is I took this and tied a bow in it and pulled it through, just so it creates a loop. And then to get rid of it, it's a pain in the butt. But I don't remember that other knot. So what we got is I'm going to go through the loop. So what I've got is at the end of this loop, this is pretty taut. So some people will pinch the end, but I like to run my cord through first, pinch the end, and tighten my knot. So it's basically a slip knot going this way, and it won't go loose. But that's my way. That's not the preferred way of bush crafters, but you know, it's not their channel, it's mine. No, I mean, it's just the way I've learned it. So I'm gonna get off of here. God bless you, and we'll get to my tarp tent next. Okay, to attach my tarp tent to the ridge line, I have to make a few things, a few of these prusik knots. So I'm going to tie a bunch of these up. I'm going to show you how I did it. Like I use my measurements, cut the length. There it's about 16 inches. And you take it and you put the two ends together, tie a knot, so that's what you have. What you're going to do is you're going to wrap that around your ridge line 3 times, and then you can attach. I could either attach my tent, my tarp tent with the loops on top, which is what I'm going to do here, or I could throw the whole thing over and just attach the sides. We can do both. I'll show you how to do both. But I'm going to make some more of these knots for the prusik knots. I think I got 5 on this thing. And right, so I already put 4 of them on. So all I'm going to do is put the loop over the wire, your ridge line, and when it curls over, grab the loop that it made, put the second one through, and then the third one through, and pull that taut. What that's going to do is it's going to give it a chance to slide, but when you pull on one side or the other, it keeps it taut. It locks it in. It's awesome. It's such an awesome knot. Anyway, let me get the tarp going. What I have is some sticks broken off for toggles. So I'm going to grab the corner of this one. Down here. Nope. It is here. Alright. And I'm going to grab that first one. So I want this to go all the way over here. The log isn't very sturdy, so same thing. I'm just going to put this through one of my loops. Put this through a loop. I'm going to twist it right and toggle it. So, I can move it this way, but it ain't moving. I'm going to do this while I'm up here. Wish I could show you, but I don't like being up on this side. So after you do this a couple of times, you'll figure out, hey, I need this type of stick. Hey, I didn't do it right this time or that time. So I'm going to put this guy in the middle, since it's one of those different ones. And as I get closer, yeah, I was hoping it would be this far down, because I really wanted to not take up a lot of space. So I just put that thing through. Now I'm going to put it through here. Where my finger is, that's where a toggle goes. There you go. That one tight. With this one, hope you can still see me, or I'll have to cut it out. Yeah. I did this before where I put it right next to the knot. I don't think it really matters that much. So I'm going to pull this one this way and this one this way. So I'm only doing this high because I plan on putting a hammock in here. Then I'm never going to get anything done. I mean, nice, secluded, shaded area. Nobody bothers me. I mean, oh, I did it. I figured out what to do it. Just, you know, peaceful, where I could spend time with me and my favorite person. Jesus. Really have some good conversations when I'm alone. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything, it's just the truth. So, tie these off. Look at that. So over on that side, I just tied a slip knot with a release, so I could just pull it. This is going to go over. Because if you remember, I have that other this other one here that I was going to put alongside here this way, reflection in, so I can reflect the fire right off of this and sleep under this. So that's what I'm going to do that. Put it around there to hold it. I'm just trying to tie a knot, put a regular slip knot, put a toggle in there and call it good. Now the other thing I like that knot for, I can't remember what it's called. All it does is go around twice and you have an X in the middle. Anybody will figure that one out. I just can't remember the name for it right now. I remember how to do things, I just don't remember names anymore. Alright, for this one, I'm gonna have to get up on that log. Alright, so to go this way. And the cool thing is, when I don't have a fire, I can always pull that one back if I wanted to. Just fall on my butt, give myself a toggle, and try not to fall out of the tree. So I can actually do this. I got enough cord to run this through like a regular ridge line. So what I'm doing here is just tying a quick bowline knot. Loop in here. Because it is moving back and forth. But this is going to be awesome for the spring once I get this over. Pull this over here. I could even do it higher for more of an angle, which I'm going to do. And I can always clip from there. All right. Pretty cool. See that? So that's pretty cool. Now let me tie up this other side and we'll see if we can get a hammock in here. Now how cool is this? I can stand up, I can light a fire over here. My hammock's gonna be right here. Maybe a little further, I don't know. Very cool. But let me get this hammock in here, and I'm digging this. So now I want to install the hammock. I'm going to do a little preliminary so that I know now the hammock would be the same size as this. But I can't use this because my body would crush it. So I got to find the straps that actually goes to it and hook it to my trees. Got it around the tree. So I can adjust this with different lengths on this one because it's got double strapping, which is cool. But I'm going to put it right here for now. And remember, with hammocks, don't put them as high or higher than you want to fall. Believe me. You'll never see me put a hammock 2 feet up in the air. I don't think anybody would do that. Another strap. This one's too much, so I can go this way here. But now it's too low, so I can go to the final one here. That actually looks good. I'm going to try to sit in this. I haven't been in a hammock in a lot of years. Okay. I have to move my log. Oh, man. Well, family, I don't think I'm going to get much more done today. I've got my hammock. I got to get ready for the corn maze. I got to work that from 5:30 to 10. But it's going to be nice once I move some stuff out of the way. But it's underneath my fire thing, so I may have to rethink that. But that for another day. I put everything up temporarily. Anyway, family, I love you. God bless you. Get out there, train, test new equipment, test old equipment. You see, I keep my LB with me. I want to make sure everything's going to work on that because that's what really I'm depending on. The pack is just an auxiliary pack. This is a nicety. I really enjoy this, but I've got to have trees 20 feet apart to do this. Unless now the strap, I could make it work for probably 8 more feet in. Anyway. I gotta get ready. Oh, I want a nap. The nap would be awesome. But you take care. We'll see you next week. I'll have the same setup. We'll just make it work. I'm really digging it. May have to make some changes next week, but family, I love you. You guys take care. I can't wait to go hiking with the girls at the end of the month.